Okay, so I've decided, that's my dog Bella. I've decided to start a website or web page on YouTube, and company's name is John Phillips Plumbing down here in Sarasota, Florida. I've got I thought I'd start with the truck. I've got a 2003 E350 Super Duty with a V10 in it. It's only got 100,000 miles on it. It's a great truck, easy to work out of. It's got a Redding 14-foot utility body. Lots of room and storage. It's got a Morgan cap on it, which is really nice. Gives me lots of room. Lots of storage inside, covered, keeping things out of the rain. I've also got a Tommy gate on the back, which helps me lift heavy things, water heaters and toilets and all that. I'm getting a little old and it's getting tough, so anything I can use to help me out in that area, I do. Anyways, I'm gonna come around to this side and I'll start the tour right here in this bin. The first bin back on the driver's side. I've got my stand-up toolbox in there. It's got all my specialty tools and everything that I would need. Not stuff I use on a daily basis, but sometimes you come across a tough job, you need a special tool. That's where I keep all of that stuff. Pipe wrenches, and I got some aluminum pipe wrenches down there and some old steel ones. Bunch of stuff, everything you need. Over here in the second bin back, I've got all my power tools. Standard stuff: skill saw, grinders, sawzall, hammer drill, stud punch, hole saw kit, everything. Hole saws up to 4.5 inches, knockouts. Then this bin, next one back, is kind of a catch-all, really. I got my PVC fittings up there on the top, small PVC. I've got a socket kit in here and an electric impact gun for taking out stuff that doesn't want to come out. Anyways, yeah, I got all this. This is kind of a junk drawer here. I got another pipe wrench there and some hole saws. Anyways, the fourth bin back is where I keep all my straps and screws, some spray paint, WD-40, all that stuff, my tape, duct tape and spray paint, some caution tape if I need it, and some of that metal tape for duct work on gas water heaters. And over here is just where I keep my glues and primer and light bulbs, storage, whatever. And then down here is my water heater pump with the hose. I always use a water heater pump to pump down water heaters. I'll start draining it down. I'll dress out the new heater. By the time this guy pumps it down, I'm ready to put the new one in. Nice and easy. And come around the other side, and this bin is full of like flappers and tank to bowl gaskets, some gloves for sewer work, a pair of coveralls, and a rubber mat for putting in the cabinet. Trying to keep people's houses clean, trying to be neat and respecting their stuff. Anyways, I got a bunch of probably 400 flappers in here. Thanks to cola, there's you can't get enough of them. But anyways, this next one is where I keep all my copper fittings, copper valves. I got a tray there with electrical fittings in it. I got another tray full of compression fittings there in case I need them. I got a bunch of copper fittings down there. And a B tank. I like to use the B tank because it's a hot flame, and I've got a bunch of different size tips so that I can handle pretty much any job without burning the house down, which is nice. So anyways, this bin here, this next one, is is I've got these plastic containers. I think there's like 40 of them in here, or 32 of them. And I've got everything divided up, like shark bite fittings, escutcheons, tub wastes, miscellaneous, some more flappers, basket strainers, dishwasher stuff, ice maker stuff, shower valves, mowing cartridges, Delta stuff. You know, it's a nice way to organize everything. And over here, this is basically my supply cabinet. I got a little spot here for some masks, some gloves and some hand cleaner, some paper towels, and some stickers. I try to get my stickers on every water heater and garbage disposal. I got one of these lockout trays. I'm really not a big fan of the lockout system. It just seems, you know, people are going crazy buying this stuff, and I personally, I could do without it. The things aren't deep. They cost a lot of money. Hell, I'd rather go buy a Plano box, you know, an old fishing tackle box. But anyways, I got a bunch of stuff here. This is my mowing box full of mowing stuff for pulling cartridges. That's really the dominant faucet down here in Sarasota. Mowing products. You get a lot of Kohler, a lot of Delta. But yeah, I've got everything in here. I was doing new construction, and you know, so I have lists to plumb new houses, and I make sure that I have everything that I would need to plumb a whole house on this truck. So off of those lists. And so anyways, this is where I keep my tools and my supply hoses. I gotta redo them. They're a couple are too long and it's a pain in the ass. Anyways, I use this little hand truck here to carry my bag in, put it on there and strap it to the back of that, and I'm able to load up. I take a bucket in, whatever, some sponges and cordless drills and stuff. Everything's in here. What I like about this is I built this little drawer, and it slides my bag out, and it's easier for me to get in there, you know, to get to my tools. If I don't need to take them into the house, I can at least pull it out and access them quickly. And I got some wax seals and a bunch of all my power tool cordless drills and stuff are underneath this this drawer. And I switched over from DAP, the tubes, to these caulking gun style tubes, and they work a lot better for me. My hands, you can't get the shit out of the tube, the old style. I guess I'm getting old. But anyways, that's basically the bins on the outside of the truck, which are, like I said, they're really convenient, and it's you know, works for me. Anyways, I'm going to show you the inside of the truck. I get this damn thing open. Okay. You got to pop it down, get it lit up. I'm going to drop it down. I've got this little stool, foldable stool that I leave on the back. It actually helps keep the door closed, because I jammed it up a few times. It doesn't shut really tight, but that helps me get up onto this tailgate. My knees are getting bad. But anyways, inside I've got it pretty much set up for what I need. I got a meter key there, a probe rod, some heron protection, some cords. Over here I've got shovels and a closet auger. On the left there I've got my sewer cable that I keep right at the back door. I don't want to be lugging that shit the whole length of the truck. Up here I got my camera. It's got 100 feet, nice little portable camera with a battery if I need it. I got my small cable right next to it. I got all my rigid shit here, my sewer cleaning heads. Carry a garbage disposal or two on my truck. I usually have a Pro 750 on here, but I used it. I got some clean pipe here, hanging on these hooks, and I got all these fittings. Everything's pretty much organized so that, you know, I know where to get stuff. It's pretty fast and easy. I keep it stocked, and all my 2-inch are on the second shelf, 1.5 on the bottom, and I got, you know, my levels and, you know, stuff like that. All these cords, they just hang here. I got my ladder. We do a lot of stoppages down here. We take the sewer machine up on the roof, and we go down through the vent to clean these stoppages most of the time. So I've got a ladder on here. So they're usually single-story houses. Got another closet auger. I had this staircase built for my goes into my hitch receiver, and it helps me if I'm on a job for a few hours. I will put the staircase in there. It makes it easier getting in and out of the truck, and I'm all about trying to make it easier for myself. Anyways, I got one of these little vacuums from Milwaukee. I try to stay away from the battery powered shit. It just, you know, I prefer power tools that I plug in. This box next there is my solder tray. I got a plunger and a fan. You need a fan down here in Florida. It's hot as hell. You're gonna sweat every day, guaranteed. So I got these 4-inch pieces of pipe here that I have 10-foot lengths of stuff in there. Copper, PVC, all that. And then down here I have these 2 trays that I had made up, which are, if I'm doing a remodel or something, they have my CPVC and then my straps in this one, and they're nice. I had to make them with a little toolbox on the end for carrying my cutters and pliers and glue and shit like that. So they work out great if I need fittings. I see a lot of guys grabbing them and filling up a bucket, and you end up with a bucket full of shit that you don't know what to have. So I use these. It keeps it organized. I also have one of these guys. This thing's pretty cool, man. You know, these garbage disposals are getting kind of heavy, and I've got bad rotator cuffs. So this guy right here, you put it under the garbage disposal, and you pump it up, and it holds it in place while you tighten the flange, which works really, really good, you know, saving my shoulders. Anyways, we'll continue on. I stock a bunch of faucets, you know, laundry tub, kitchen sink, lavatory, shower valves. If I need to throw a new shower valve in a house, I've got the Jiffy flanges, and you know, I like the new Moen flange. You don't have to try to, you know, it just screws into the rough body. You put a Moen rough body, Posi Temp or whatever, and the new repair flange just bolts right onto that rough body, which is really nice and easy. You don't have to line up another trim on it. But I got plenty of cords, plenty of bungee cords. I got my sewer machines down here. I'm a big fan of the Route 66. I've had them, you know, General Route 66. I've had them since I went in business 25 years ago and never had an issue with them. But I will say they're heavy as hell, man. Carrying them up on a roof, it's getting tough. So I got this K60, which is working out nice. I like it. I like having an option. I also like having 2 machines on this truck in case one shits the bed when I'm halfway through a job. So I got 2 Super Vs. One's got the bigger cable in it, the other one with the spring, the small one, and it just makes it easier for me. I don't want to be flopping cables back, swapping them back and forth. So if I need the small cable, I'll come in and get that. Carry an extra B tank. I've got a 6-foot ladder, a 4-foot ladder, my hand truck. I got this bucket. Bucket of pipe that fell, obviously. This is my scrap pipe. And Yeah, I dig out of that first. I carry some cement with me in case I need that. Some leveling stuff. I've got jackhammers, you know, sawzalls, cordless, right angle drills. I've got my Gen I locator in case I have a leak or a bad section of pipe out in somebody's yard. I can locate it with my camera. Anyways, this thing down here, this thing right here, I got this at Harbor Freight. It's a great little pump. It lifts like a 75 or 50 gallon gas water heater. It'll lift it 26 inches in the air, which makes it a hell of a lot easier getting it on a stand for one guy. So that's a critical tool for me, and it works well. I'll tell you that. You have to have a big truck to carry it around with you every day. I also have an air compressor in the back there in case I need air. I love these little chipping hammers, these Bosch. It's a drill and a chipping hammer. I got a couple bigger ones, drills and chipping hammers, and then this is I think a 40-pound jackhammer. I took my 60-pound off because I don't want a jackhammer. I got a chop saw right there in case I need a chop saw. This whole box here, this wood box, that thing's full of all kinds of shit. Pinch bars, crowbars, cast iron cutters, shovels, all that stuff's in there. And then over here, I have fern cones. Excuse me. I've got my bin for fern cones. I've got no hub bands in this one. Over here, I've got shower drains, all different kinds. I've got closet flanges in this one. I've got some, you get into an old cast iron tap T clean out, you got to bust that brass out of there, and I use these are really nice plugs, you put them in, pop it in all the way down to the top flange, and then screw this guy in, and it works really good. Nice tight seal. I carry some electrical parts in case I have to extend a whip on a water heater. Sometimes you have to do that. They're pretty tight with the wire down here. I also carry a little junction box in case I, need to extend some wire. I can put a wire together. I carry some conduit. A lot of these houses I go to, there's no conduit coming out of the wall covering the wire. Kind of nasty. That cleans it up a little bit. Up here, I've got some copper. I got my tool bag there. But anyways, that's about it, man. It's a nice truck to work out of. I highly recommend it for guys who are, trying to do everything. This guy's a beast. And I've been looking at the 2021s and 22, whatever, 14 foot. They go up to 18 foot in the same style. And I'll tell you what, man, it's a sweet truck. I actually had these bins made up, this aluminum stuff. I went to a sheet metal place and had the guy bend me up some of this shit, and I put these in myself, these shelves, and I add a wood shelf every once in a while to kind of, if I need another shelf. But these original shelves I had made up. I went in there, the guy cut everything up for me. I went and picked it up as a package, and it took me a couple hours to throw it together, and it's been great, man. So anyways, that's my truck. This is my first video. If you can, like it and share it. I guess that's what you're supposed to say. And keep your eye out. I'll be hopefully posting some more. It's John Phillips with John Phillips Plumbing in Sarasota, Florida. I like to say it's plumbing in paradise. But you're going to sweat your ass off. Anyways, have a good one.